Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel, BIANCASKOGENBEAUTY. I am so glad to have you guys here today. This is maybe going to be a long video. Today's video is going to be a haul video. I don't do those a ton, but when I do, I do them. Okay, so this is my Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Really, it is November. I feel like there needs to be like a warning about this all because I do not normally buy this much. I wait all year for the month of November because I wish it really were just Black Friday. It used to be, right? I remember waking up at like 4 in the morning on the day after Thanksgiving and going and waiting in line at Target and Walmart and Office Depot and whatnot. But anyways, it's different now. It's different. You can just do it all online. These sales, they started early. I think some of them started the first week of November, which is super tempting and super hard for someone like me who is a shopaholic and who enjoys sales. There was a year on this channel that I did a no-buy year because I got so involved, in my shopaholic tendencies ran away with me, right? And so I kind of made a rule to myself that if I'm gonna buy it, I need it to be on my wish list and on sale. And I mostly stick to that rule. Are there some new releases that I break that rule? Yeah, sure. Okay. But mostly I stick to that rule. So Black Friday is when that rule really applies. It was on my wish list and it's on sale. And it's like the best sale of the year. Let me show you. Ooh, one of them's really heavy. Oh gosh. Ooh. Oh. Okay. This little Kaleidos one. Okay, fine. This is so, see what I mean? Oh. I dropped some of them while I was trying to hold them all for a thumbnail. So if some of them are broken, they didn't come that way. It was me. All right, so we have this stack. We have this stack. Yeah, it's a lot. Got some good deals. I wait for this sale all year. This may have kicked off something in my head. And if I say it on here, it kind of makes me have to keep that promise to myself. So I think I'm going to say it. I think I'm going to do a no buy again next year. Yeah. Except for the month of November. Because I would like to be able to do this again next year, but not feel bad about buying things all year. You know what I mean? Buying things all year, which I don't buy as much all year. And then also buying this hurts my soul. I think next year, what I'm going to do is I think that I'm going to, 11 months, I'm going to be doing a no buy so that in November, I don't feel bad about this. Now that I put it out there, it's in writing, video. I think it'll be still fine. I still had, even when I did my no buy years ago, I still was able to have fun videos and still have fun on my channel, and I still had growth, so it'll still be fine. What I'm gonna do here is I am going to, I had on my last year's video, somebody comment in August saying, hey, thank you so much for making this video. I was able to watch it and you were able to give me really good information about maybe what's going to happen next year. I am not going to tell you how much everything was and all the nitty gritty details because I just don't want to break it all down. It's a lot of information and it's too much. Okay. So what I am going to do is I'm going to tell you how much each store that I got for had things on sale. So I think that will be helpful for your knowledge that so this first one, Kaleidos, they went on sale for 20% off. So you will know, hey, if I want to get anything from Kaleidos next year, they'll go on sale for 20% off. And this isn't, I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee next year we'll do 20% off, but it's a good, you can gauge maybe, you know what I mean? You can guess that maybe that's what they'll do next year. Though Kaleidos is a pretty good guess. Every Black Friday for as long as I've been doing this channel, they've been 20% off. So I think they do 2 sales a year. Oh no, what it is, they do 20% off for your birthday. And then, so whenever your birthday is, and then Black Friday. Okay, so Kaleidos. I got some things from Kaleidos. Let me show you what I got. It's funny because this is a really small box, right? I spent not a small penny there. Their stuff is kind of, it's pricey because it's kind of high quality. Anywho, I did get a tiny little bag of this semi-permanent hair color because I thought it might be fun. I do like to kind of dye the ends of my hair, and I thought maybe I could like mix this with a conditioner and just like do a couple of strands. I don't want to do the whole ends purple because I still like that this is right now like a colored conditioner, and so it washes out. But I thought maybe I could do a couple of strands, and anyways, and it's a little one, so I don't know, I thought it'd be fun. Oh, and then it came with like a little pack of like, I don't know, hair dye stuff. Cool. Eyeliners. I got their eyeliners. I'm obsessed with their eyeliners. They are multi-chrome eyeliners. 3 of these are restocks because I have used them up. So I had to buy restocks. And I believe 2 of them are new. So what did I get? 7 C's, which is a restock. Solaris, which is a restock. Cool. I guess I could swatch them for you. Part of the reason they ran out so fast is because they break easily. And even if you just have to roll it up the tiniest amount. So this one was 7 C's. 7 C's. So pretty. I'm going to be so careful with these ones. So I hopefully won't need to buy more of them for a while. This one was Solaris. Although there only is that much in there. They're already kind of a small amount, but I have found that these stay so well and they're so high quality and even better than the ColourPop ones, which the ColourPop ones are really good, but these ones are better. And the price shows it, am I right? Okay, this is from their new ones. This is Scarlet Striker, and this one is like red, which is a fun color because it could look like you have pink eye, right? Or red eye. I love red because I have green eyes. So it does look kind of similar to the one I just did, but it has more of a true red tone to it, which I was looking for this Halloween when I did like a red kind of vampire look. I didn't have a true red eyeliner, so I really wanted, and when I look at it from here, this one actually, the one under it looks green, so I wanted a true red. Night of Creation. This one is one of, I think this is the most pretty one that they have, probably because it's purple and I'm obsessed with all things purple, but oh, that one. So this is a restock for me because I used it / maybe it broke off a little bit. This one is new to my collection. It is Aurora Runner. They did come out with like 5 new ones, and I thought about getting all 5, but I had these other ones that I wanted to restock, and I was like, I think I should restock the ones I know I love before I get all 5 of the new ones. So, all right, Aurora Runner. Oh, pretty. Right there. Nice. I got a lipstick, and I love their lipsticks. It's like a mousse, and they're like a comfortable matte. They're really pretty, and I got it in this like, it's kind of like the darkest purple imaginable. It's pretty much black, but it's kind of like the darkest purple imaginable, but basically black. Black, purple, black. I'm excited to have that one. I love wearing dark lipstick. And then as a free gift, I got some stickers, some gems, which I love gems. I love to wear these, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, that's all I got from Kaleidos, which had 20% off of their website. The next box I have for you is from DeDe Signature. And I only got one thing from DeDe Signature. And let's see, what do I have written? 30% off. Okay, so I wrote 30% off because that was what the palettes were. And actually, DeDe Signature was a little confusing because I have an email. I'm like signed up for her emails. And so she did like an early announcement that if you did it early, like there was guaranteed stock of everything, because she was like, things are going to sell out. If you signed up early, you could get the 30% off of everything. And so like, and she didn't tell Instagram and TikTok and everything about it. So I bought it early, and I got this Broken Jewels palette. But then when actually Black Friday came, it was like 35% off. And this was in stock. So I was like, lame. I could have got it for 35% off. It is what it is. But there were other things. I think her, like the email said 20 to 70% off or something like that. So there's a range. You can't get 70% off of everything. I think the things that are like older on clearance are 70% off. Her newest palette may have only been 20, may have been nothing off. It was a range, but I got 30% off of this palette. So that's why I said 30% off. All right. DeDe Signature has really great formula. It's a really great indie brand, and the prices are not astronomical. I do think that they kind of have gone up, but so has the quality. And so, you know, with quality going up, so has the price. But I think this is beautiful, and I'm really excited that I have it. And I think, look at this like purple kind of periwinkle. Oh, I'm so excited to use that. Then I shopped at Game Beauty, which, can you see that? I have never actually bought anything from Game Beauty before. A lot of like brands, I'll sign up for their email because it's free. And then they'll, you know, send you if there's sales happening. It's good to be a part of the email group. Yes, sometimes you get a lot of emails. Yeah, but I feel like indie brands don't overdo it with emails. Whereas like, I love Maurice's, let me tell you, but they'll send me like 4 emails a day. And I'm like, oh, really? Anyway, so Game Beauty had a sale where they had kind of what like DeDe Signature had, where it was like a range. I think it said like 20 to, it's hard because the email just said like, it was like an anniversary sale. And so it didn't say the specifics. And then you go back to their Instagram, and sometimes they have deleted their Black Friday post because it's not Black Friday anymore. So it's hard to actually find sometimes for some of these what the percentages were. So I'm just going to tell you that all the stuff in this box I got for 50% off. Was that the actual sale? No, but I got it for 50% off. I think it's because some of these things, like I got some eyeliners in here that were already on clearance. And so adding those to the palettes I got in here brought the savings down. Like I think I probably should, it was probably like 40% off, but adding those eyeliners in there made it 50. Does that make sense? Plus, every order came with a free gift, which, okay, I have never had this happen before, but let's get into this box and then I'll tell you about it. Okay, cool. So brushes. I told you that I've never bought anything from Game Beauty before, but I do already own some of these brushes. That's not a Game Beauty brush. I got them in Ipsy and I love them. They're really tall. They have these like ergonomic handles. I don't know. I've always really liked them. And so when Game Beauty was having the sale, I was like, okay. And I made sure that these are the ones I don't have already. So I got 5 brushes. I think these were 20 bucks, 5 brushes. And I was like, sweet, done. I love having new brushes. So I got some brushes. Then here are the eyeliners. Yeah, these were only like $5. I don't think they were originally that, but I love a colorful eyeliner. We have like a tealy blue and like a cobalt blue. Beautiful. Okay, so then I was looking at the eyeshadow palettes because I've never gotten Game Beauty eyeshadow palettes. And I think Angelica Nyquist was saying that this one was like one of her top palettes of last year. And I have actually started liking green eyeshadow, which is new for me. So I saw this one and I was like, that is so pretty. And Game Beauty, as you can't tell based on its name, Game, it's all of their merchandise is based off of games. And I do play some games, but I grew up, in college, I played Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. I played Fable, and I've played Witcher. And now I play Sims 2. So I do, or Sims also, it's Sims 4. But I have gamed, and I do game. But I'm not like a huge gamer. It's occasional, and when I have time, and whatever. So most of the stuff that they have is games that I haven't played. But anyways, I do game, you know what I mean? So, so here we have a green palette. And I was excited because I do like green now. And I love it when a green palette has a mix of like green, warm and cool. Like it's not just warm green. It's not, because a just like olive green, warm green, yellow green palette is kind of boring looking to me. So when they have like these cool, like aqua green colors with these like bright, emerald green with these warmer greens, I love it. I love it. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so I already had this one in my bag and I was contemplating getting this one. And this one is 01 Pyro. And then I ended up not getting it because I was like, and you're like, how do you have it? So let me explain. I took it out of my cart and I was like, it's okay. Bianca, you have some really good red palettes that you like. So you don't need another red palette. So I took it out and they sent me the email that says like, here's your order. And then a couple hours later, I get an email like saying it's shipped. And it had this palette on there. And I was like, the palette that, because it said free gift. Every order has a free gift. And normally you get a free gift and it's like, I don't know, a single eyeshadow, which I don't have a tendency to use single eyeshadows, so I don't super love single eyeshadows. Or it's like stickers or, you know, or gems and the other one, which I like gems, but it's not something like this. And something, I had this in my cart. And then, like, I wonder, because they have, like, they can see things in people's carts, I think. Anyways, I think they probably saw that this was in my cart and I didn't get it, and they made this my free item, which I was so thrilled about, stoked. And it's not just red, it's kind of red-orange, which the reason I like red-orange is because my eyes are green. The opposite of green is red. And, you know, orange is close to red, so pretty. I don't think it's as pretty as the green one, which is the reason I got the green one. But I'm so excited that I got this for free. I haven't tried any of them, so I can't tell you how awesome they are, but I can tell you that this was a good sale this year. This is one of the ones that I dropped, so let's hope it's not broken. This is from Blend Bunny. Blend Bunny did like a 2-day sale, but it wasn't on actual Black Friday? I can't remember, but let me see. They had 35% off. Then they actually, I guess, like, due to popular demand, did a Cyber Monday sale, which was also 35% off. So, you know, if you miss it, you hopefully can still get it after you miss it. Blend Bunny does sales throughout the year. Like, with some of these brands, it's like the only sale they do the whole year. Like Kaleidos, it's only 20% off, which is not that great. But it's literally the only sale they do all year. So that's the only way to make 20% off look great, is by only having that one time a year, right? Okay, I got the Lens and Blend Bunny palette. I've never had this one, so I was like, you know, cool. And I've also really gotten into doing a inner corner matte, and this one had such a pretty, please don't be broken. It's not broken. Okay, this one had this really pretty inner corner matte. Actually, it's kind of matte heavy. And so I was like, nice. I'm getting into mattes, which doesn't make any sense for me, because right now I have a shimmer in the inner corner, and that used to be my jam, to try out different things and you like different things. Anyway, so I was really excited to get this. 35% off. And I got one more thing. Just an eyeliner. Apparently I have a lot of eyeliners. I like eyeliner. I'm not wearing it today because I had such a dark one in the outer corner you wouldn't be able to see it. But this is just a cream gel eyeliner. Most of my eyeliners are like, you know, like this. They're just like the marker. So I don't have a pot eyeliner. And so, actually, I used to have one back in the day, but it dried up. So I was excited to get another one. It was really, I think it was already on clearance, and then 35% off. Done. So, yay, Blend Bunny! New brand to me this year, Kryptein Cosmetics. I have been seeing some of the people on Instagram that I follow use Kryptein Cosmetics, and I was like, what is this brand? I've never heard of this indie brand. Then I saw their looks with it, and I was like, stunning. So, new indie brand. I went to their website, kind of pricey. I think it is also Asian. And so I think they're kind of like similar to Kaleidos, that they don't do very many sales. This could be me saying nonsense, but it seemed like that they probably don't do very many sales, because I believe that, yeah, it was only 20% off. So it reminds me of Kaleidos, because it's also out of Asia and only 20% off. But this one came with a free gift. So I did kind of want to make it worth it, because I wanted to buy more than just one palette, because I was getting 20% off. But I also didn't want to buy like the entire collection, because that's a lot of money, and because I've never tried this brand before. So I found a mixture in there to satisfy my brain. I got 3 palettes. Was that probably too much? No, by next year. Am I right? Okay, so the first one, this one I probably wouldn't have gotten, except for this is what they did. They were like, have limited stock of this one, and we won't be restocking. You get me with that. Here, Violet Crazy on the mirror. I love purple eyeshadow. So you're like, why wouldn't you have gotten this one? I don't know. It just didn't look like, online, it didn't look like it had as special shimmers in it, but it did look like it had some like lighter mattes, which I was talking about how I like the matte in the inner corner. I feel like I do already have a lot of purple eyeshadow palettes, because I love purple. So this one ended up in my bag because they said limited stock. I am glad I got it. It's really pretty. It is interesting, this one to me, because like everything is purple and like I guess gold, but like then there's this green one that I feel like doesn't, which one of these doesn't belong? That one. Anyways, It's great. It's great, you know? Okay, then, they're stuck together. Then this one, it's red. This might have been, I think I got these before I got the ones from Game Beauty, because this was the one I was like, I bought this one first. And so I was like, I don't need the red one from Game Beauty, because I purchased this one. This one is more red though. The Game Beauty one is more orange red. This one is red. Red, like with some gray cool tones. Stunning. I love red eyeshadow. I think it looks amazing on my green eyes. Beautiful. Okay, last but not least, from the brand I got, oh, did I tell you what that one was called? It was Seraph. Okay, this one is Burnt Forest. And this one, like the other two were kind of monochromatic, like mostly purple, mostly red. This one had more of the mixture to it, which I kind of liked. This one has like the greens and the oranges, and this one kind of reminded me of like a fall story, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, that's not true. It kind of is spring. So whatever it is, it's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like a swimming pool. Anyways, really pretty. And it has like the light inner corner shades that I'm like digging now as the light matte colors. Okay, so I'm really excited to use those. I'm really excited to try a new indie brand. So, all right, now what would you like? Would you like to see my free gift? I haven't even opened it yet because I wanted to show you guys what it was. Okay, so I think it might have a single eyeshadow, which is what I was saying. A lot of the time, brands will give you a single eyeshadow, which is a free gift. I'm not complaining, you know? So let's see, what is it? Although, look at they put the packaging in there to protect it because they want to protect the product. Come on. Oh, pretty. Wow, it's like a free multi-crown. Beautiful. Okay. See, not complaining here. Then a lip gloss, or I don't know, it says it's in the shade Slaughter. So some sort of lip product. And it's really like sparkly, really pretty, especially for right now, for Christmas time. I love a red lips. You'll see me doing some looks with this on my Instagram. If you want to go follow me, it's also BIANCASKOGENBEAUTY. This one's not makeup. So I thought it'd be fun to throw it in here because I don't just buy makeup. This one is from Sol de Janeiro. I kind of stocked up on Sol de Janeiro because they have a rewards program on their, their website. So if you buy it through them, you can get like free shipping, you can get like rewards. And so I was like, I think if I bought a certain amount, I could make it to the next tier. Anywho, I'm disappointed in myself, but it's fine. I'm glad everything in here I wanted and I'm happy to have. Sometimes I don't make the best purchasing decisions. Okay, so 25% off. A lot of the times I get Sol de Janeiro from Ulta or Sephora, and their best sale is 20% off. So if you wait till this Black Friday sale, 25% off. Obviously better, right? And there were some free gifts. So what did I get? Body wash. I had this body wash ages ago when it was in the like triangle shape. And so I've never had it now that it is in this cylinder shape. And so I'm glad to have it. It smells, there's 62 just. Okay, it has the lid on, but I can still smell it through that. It just knocks it out of the water. Am I right? And I like to kind of layer the scent. So if you have the, the body wash, you have the shampoo that all smells like 62, and the lotion that smells like 62, and then the body spray that smells like 62. I know that the body sprays don't last very long, but if you layer all of that, oh, you are going to be smelling like 62, which is amazing. Okay, sorry. Then I got some sunblock. The sunblock was already a percentage off because it was the end of summer / fall / now almost winter time, because winter starts December 21st. It is probably expiring soon. Okay, the first, oh my gosh, January 2026. So yeah, definitely expiring soon. Honestly, they should have put it for an even better price. This should have been like almost free. It expires next month? Cool. Okay, but I mean, not like it's unable to use. You can't just be like, I can't use this at all. It's defective. Okay, it just becomes less effective. It's sunblock. It's the sunblock in here that is expiring. The actual lotion itself, it'll still work as a lotion. It just will be less effective. The sunblock will be less effective after January. So I'm so excited to have it. This is their 87 cent. Okay, cool. So it was whatever percentage it was off because it was on sale because it expires next month. And also 25% off. Okay, I got foot cream. I've already had one of these. I used it all up, every drop. So this is a restock. And it also comes with this cute little surfboard, which I was kind of like, hey, you know, I already have a surfboard because I've used it all up. I used one up. It came with the old one. And I was like, I wonder if I can get it without the surfboard. So it'll be less money. And then I was like, you know, they'd probably give you a new surfboard because the old one has like dead skin cells on it. I should probably throw the old one away. You're welcome for that TMI information for you all. Okay, the reason I like this so much because I feel like, tell me if you are similar in this. I feel like a lot of foot lotions are peppermint. I don't know why, who chose that. Maybe because you put foot lotion on at night and that's like a relaxing smell. I feel like peppermint's kind of invigorating. Anywho, I feel like every time I get a foot lotion, it is always peppermint. I don't want peppermint. Okay, I like peppermint right now. Peppermint during December is the only time I like peppermint. Every other time of the year, I don't want peppermint. I want this all year. Let's see, I'm trying to get out of the free gifts. What free gifts? Free gifts, free gifts. Good night, I got a lot of free gifts. Okay, cool. Hand cream. Yeah, my hands are really dry. I live in Utah and we're the high desert. And also, I just have really dry skin. And so, like, the backs of my hands are always, like, cracking. So, hand cream. And this hand cream, I've gone through an entire one of these also. And it isn't, like, greasy. So, yay. I like to layer my scents, am I right? Okay, last thing that I got that was not a freebie. This Cheirosa 71, my favorite scent that Sol de Janeiro does. Okay, this probably was not my best purchase. I still have the first one that I bought and I haven't used it up. So this is a backup. You shouldn't buy backups. But this is where they get you. They said that this is limited edition, which the first time they came out with it, it was limited edition. And then they took it away. And then they brought it out again during the fall. So maybe it's just limited edition every fall. But I was like, what if they take it away and they never bring it back? And this is my favorite smell. Yeah, I talked myself into that one. Anyway, so let's talk about the free gifts. I got, first off, the smallest one, a free body oil, tiny little packet. That's not that great. I got a free, this is the body lotion. Okay, so I've never had this before, which is so funny because I have so much Sol de Janeiro. But it's instead of the Boom Boom cream, it's the same smell, but it's just the lotion instead of the cream. Body Bottlata. Okay, then I got another one of these. I have like, I don't know, I have like 3 of these. I'll never have to buy another 62 body mist again because they come free a lot and that's fantastic. I mean, this lasts a long time, doesn't it? Okay, the last free thing is pretty darn cool. It's a bag! And it's like, I don't even know how to explain what this material is. But it's like rubber. So it's like a beach bag. Have fun. So, would I have bought this? Probably not. Am I excited to have it for free? You know I am. So that's what I got from Sol de Janeiro. I am not doing this in any sort of order, which I think last year's was better because I did it in order, which took hours and hours and hours to prepare. And I just didn't want to do that this year. This year's Christmas is really kicking my butt. It's already the 10th and I am so behind. I'm so behind. So I didn't have time. Okay, cool. So I believe Adept's was the first sale of November, which was fine, I guess. Like they're jumping on it and it's almost better for the brands to do early because like I'm like, ooh, cool. You know, I haven't already spent tons of money. I'm like, ooh, nice. Like jump on this. And then the ones that wait till like Cyber Monday, like I'm like, I don't need that. I've already spent tons of money. So I feel like the ones who do it early are cheating, but it's smarter. Adept, about 2 palettes. Adept's palettes have gotten more expensive over time, but I feel like as well, just like DeDe Signature, I feel like they've also gotten higher quality. These were 30% off if you spend $150, which, okay, I feel like normally they make things like brands or Sephora or whatever, big brands will make it so things are just under that. So this was 150. So they would make it so it's like $74.99. And so you buy two and it would be, you know, 2 cents under, $149.98. And so you would have to buy another palette. Not Adept. I was able to get both of these palettes and it was like $151. And then I know I said I wasn't going to give prices, but anywho, $151. And then I got the 30% off. So I didn't have to like spend too much. Okay, is this too much money for 2 palettes? Yeah, it's a lot of money. I just was kind of impressed that they didn't kind of manipulate the numbers so that I'd have to buy another palette or a blush or a highlighter, something expensive to hit that 150. I just was able to hit it, which is nice. So cool. I did kind of want the RH Null one because it looks cool and it's like sciencey. It's about a blood type and I work in genetics and I was like, ooh, that's cool. It was sold out. Anyways, I'll get it next Black Friday, next year. Is that a long way to wait? Yeah. Do I need a new palette right now? No, I don't. So this is the EBE. Do I know what EBE is? No. Okay. So Game Beauty, Adept Beauty, some of these brands are real nerdy, which I appreciate. Nerd right here. But I feel like there's different, you know, different brands of nerds. We all have our different branding. I am not a Star Wars, Star Trek nerd. I am, and I'm not really a gaming nerd. You know, I game a little bit and I do like Star Wars, Star Trek. I'm like a dragon nerd, like a fantasy book nerd. I've been reading fantasy books for a long time. I liked dragons before they were cool and I like mermaids and, you know, so we all have our own nerd, right? Inside of our heart. And that's my nerd. It's like the fantasy nerd. Although it's gotten really like cool to like romantasy and I'm like, I liked it before you did. Okay, cool. So Bianca, just get into the palette. Stop. Look at all the fingerprints. Yikes. Okay. Stunning. So pretty. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of those like inner corner light colors. Like this one is light, but that's like my skin color-ish, a little lighter, you know? I like it to be a light color, but kind of like with a hint of something, like a little bit of light green or light blue or light purple, you know? So it's so pretty because it has stunning shimmers, but you know. Anyway, so, and then I got this one. What is this one? The Emo palette. Okay. Is it story time? This video, it's going to take forever. I was into punk music when I was in junior high and high school. I was like a punk girl. And then when I went to college, like it changed and it was no longer punk music. It like started turning into emo music. And it was like, you know, Dashboard Confessional came out and it like everybody started calling it emo. So bands that were punk are now emo. Technically, was I emo? I mean, because a lot of the bands I liked before that were punk were emo, so I still liked them. But I still thought I was kind of a punk girl. Not an emo girl. I was a little bit of both. Okay, so emo. There you go. Pretty. Wow. Holy cow. That one is bright blue on camera and bright purple in person. That is fun. Ooh, see, this is what I'm talking about. This color right here. Inner corner color. All right, cool. So that's a fun one. Adept. Did I take 5 minutes to talk about 2 palettes? You know I did. Okay, Fantasy Cosmetica. They had a Black Friday sale. Obviously, that's why we're here, right? They had a sale that had a range from 20 to 50% off. Like their newest palettes, I don't even think their newest palette, like the one with Batty Bean, was on sale at all, which does make sense. A lot of brands do that. Their newest palette is not on sale, but everything else is. So they had like their newer stuff was 20% off. And then stuff that was like, had been out for a while and was like previously on sale, ended up being 50% off. Those are what I got. I got these 50% off. I do like Fantasy Cosmetica. I like that they have stuck with this 9-pan. Okay, they have some palettes that are not 9-pan, that are like 12-pan, but they still bring out these 9-pan palettes. And I like that because they can keep the cost down. So because some of these palettes here, you know, some of them are like $70. Those Adept ones are like, oh, I think some of the Adept ones are like $79. And so Fantasy Cosmetica, having them just be 9 pans like this, come on, come out. 9 pans like this can keep the cost down And then I get it for, you know, an extra whatever, 30% off, I think. And so then it ends up being 50% off. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of getting sales. It's the shopaholic in me. Okay, so this palette, this is the Warlock palette. Look, it is a dragon. Okay, so again, with the nerdiness, right? A lot of these brands are so nerdy and I love it. This palette, I remember it came out last Halloween and I was like, okay, don't tell Fantasy Cosmetica I said this. I was like, that is hideous. I was like, that is so ugly. Okay, that was me judging a book by its cover, right? And that was me not using my imagination because I was thinking, I was like, how do you make this work? How do you okay, each color by itself is obviously stunning. Like that slime green, awesome. This like olive green, awesome. You know, cranberry, awesome. How do you make a look with all of this? How do you make a look with these two? And so then my brain couldn't get past that. And I was just like, I can't do it. That hurts my brain. I can't do it. I've been trying to push myself. I've been trying to do, okay, this look is like, this is like a Christmas look. And so I like to do neutral with a pop of red lip. So this is not pushing myself by any means. But like during Halloween time, I like to push myself and do like more unique looks, which, okay, I know there are people who actually do really unique looks. So it's me who just does colorful makeup, then trying to push myself and do actually unique makeup-ish. So it doesn't go that unique, but saying a lot of things. I kind of looked at this from a perspective like, Bianca, could you get some cool, unique looks with that? And like trying to be like, hey, what if you just use that? And then maybe even put that green one in the inner corner. Like, how fun is that? And then like, if you break it up, that can make a look really well. So it was me. I needed to open my mind to this palette. So yeah, I also like how unique it is. Like, have you ever seen a palette like this before? I haven't. And guess what? I got it for 50% off. Then I got another palette for 50% off. This is the Wizard palette. Nerdy, love it. This palette is also kind of outside of my comfort zone. I have a hard time with blue eyeshadow, but again, I'm trying to push myself. And these are kind of purple blue. Purple, that's just purple. Purple, that is like a light pretty, like Cinderella blue. Purple blue, and then yellow, you know? I think you can make it work. Also 50% off. Oh, that's just, look at that. That's just lavender. I have a hard time saying no to a 50% off palette. Then I got some of their Lost Library lipsticks. Okay, so these are the last two that I didn't have. These, I think, what did I put? These were 70% off. And I have all of them except for these two. Did I need these? No, I'm going to admit it. I didn't need these. I didn't have to buy them. I think they were like $2.30. And it completes the collection. And look at this. It's a bookshelf. Come. So yeah, I bought the last two. Orange for Halloween or fall. And that one is in the shade Unearthed. And then I got Secret. So yeah, did I need these? No, I didn't. Did I want them? Yeah, sometimes you want things. Secret is just a nice red. Fantasy Cosmetica. And maybe next year, because I'm going to buy things in November, next year, the ones that I wanted from this year will be percentage off. Like, I want that Baddie Bean palette, the Witch is Familiar, the one with the cat, but it wasn't any percentage off this year. But next year, if I'm patient, it'll be like 30% off. Maybe. I don't know. All right, I got some more palettes to show you because palettes are my favorite. Palettes and lipstick, blush, but really palettes. I like to be creative with my eye looks. Okay, Singe. I only got one thing. I have all of her blushes that I want. She has like an orange one that I just don't think that would look good with my skin tone. She did come out with lip liners and stuff. I have a lot of lip liners, so I'm sure they're really good, but I really wanted this. And her palette that she came out with before this one, the Agate Temptation, I came up with one of the prettiest looks I've done all year with that palette. So I am thrilled to have, I love her formula because a lot of eyeshadow brands, indie brands, will really, like the ones that go expensive. Actually, this next brand that I'm going to talk about, Bellabeautébar, which I also love Bellabeautébar. They go a little bit more expensive. Their brand, and like Adept, their palettes will be like $70, $80 because they put a lot of special shades on there. A lot of multi-chromes, duochromes, holochromes, and that boosts the palette up to be, I mean, the quality is outstanding, but so is the price. And so Angelica, Singe, she wanted to keep the price down, and she personally has talked about on her channel that she's like, I don't need 800 multichromes. Like, one multichrome is good for me. So in like her last two palettes, I think she only had like one, maybe two multichromes in there, and it kept the price down. And her palettes are $45, which in this economy, that's a steal. For a 16 pan palette, $45, amazing. So she doesn't have like those high quality holochromes, multichromes, like a ton of them. I think, I can't even see which one is a multichrome. Oh, I think it's this one. I think it's this groovy one right there. You can still make just the most stunning looks. I'm excited to have it. 20%, which is, she already has pretty good prices. So 20% off is a pretty good price for, you know, 20% off of $45. Not too shabby. Okay, then the next brand I was telling you about, Bellabeautébar. Okay, so I do have an affiliate code with Bellabeautébar. It is Bianca. So if you do want to purchase anything from Bellabeautébar, don't feel pressured. You can use my code though. That would help support my channel. But don't feel pressured. I just always forget to say it, so I wanted to say it. I got 2 palettes. Do I have a lot of palettes from Bellabeautébar? What is wrong with my mouth? Bellabeautébar. Because I love Bellabeautébar. I do. I love their shimmers. As I was just saying, they have such high quality shimmers because they, and the prices show that. The prices show those high quality shimmers. So this is, I do have an affiliate code from Bellabeautébar. It's Beauty. Come on, Beauty, Bianca. But I don't get anything in PR. I think like once in, like enough people use my code, they'll eventually send me PR one day. I don't know. We'll see. So I didn't get this one in PR. And I remember thinking I didn't love the artwork. And this is not AI. They showed like an artist making it. I don't know. It's just not really my, like, this is kind of nerdy, but it looks more like anime nerdy. Does that make sense? Which is, remember, fantasy nerdy. Anywho, so, anyways, I didn't really love the artwork, which is fine. I use the eyeshadow, but, and I thought, this one kind of reminds me of the one that came out in the summertime, but they're not the same. And I saw a ton of people using this on my Instagram, and I like saved their looks because I was like, I need to recreate that. I just want to stare at it all day. Look at this one. This shade. It's like purple when I'm looking at it, and then orange and purple. Okay, I need to swatch it. Oh my gosh, that might be like the prettiest shade I've ever seen in my life. So pretty. It glows. Okay, so this is the Dark Dreamscape. This is a pricey palette. So it was nice to be able to get it. What did I say? 30% off. And my affiliate code will only get you 10% off. But if there's not a sale, that's better than nothing. So anyways, then the next one I was very confused about this palette. It is the Come Play With Us palette. Okay, this one came out like right after Halloween, and this is from like The Shining. I do not watch scary movies. Ugh, I don't like it, okay? I don't like scary. So I was very tempted not to get this palette, which you should be like, Bianca, hey, you are a shopaholic. If you don't like something, don't buy it. This is the perfect Christmas palette. Green, red, and then winter. Okay, so I was on the fence between this one and Gourmande Cosmetics. They have a Christmas palette that came out. And to me, I didn't get both of them, but they were so similar. Okay, if I had PR and I got them both in PR, I would have done a video comparing them because I felt like, obviously they didn't copy each other. It takes months, maybe even years to come up with these palettes in production, but they were so similar. And I was like, okay, I'm only getting one of those. I don't need both. Originally, the prices were similar. Gourmande and Bellabeautébar are in my top 3 favorite indie brands. I love both of those brands. The shimmers just knock it out of the park. Okay, so I knew I was going to get one or the other. And I was only going to order from one or the other because they're both like pricey. So I was like, I'll either order from Bellabeautébar and get this one and maybe another one, which I did, or I'll order from Gourmande and get that one plus another one, which I didn't do. You'll see no Gourmande in this one. I looked at all the swatches and this palette just kind of shined a little bit more than the Gourmande, I guess. I don't know. But if you've seen them both, let me know. Do you think they kind of look similar? Because I do. Beautiful. And I'm excited to have a Bellabeautébar like Christmas palette though. Are you kidding me? Like this is terrible. This is like Winter Wonderland, Merry Christmas, terrible. I'm not on their design team, or I wouldn't have done either of these designs. But people love them. I'm not the only person out there in the world. Gourmande Girls. I got 2 palettes from Gourmande Girls, which, by the way, I got my first PR from Gourmande Girls. I am now getting PR from 2 brands, which is not like, which is shocking because I've never, you know, this year is the first time I've ever gotten PR, but it doesn't last. I mean, like, it doesn't mean I'm going to get PR from them forever. I have to keep like going, obviously. So anyways, I also have an affiliate code with Gourmande Girls, also Bianca. So if you also want to buy anything from Gourmande Girls, use my affiliate code Bianca to save 10%. So I got this Nevermore palette. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is their best palette since their Spooked palette. It is so, okay, it has the things in it. Come on, okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's always, I feel like that is really similar to the shade in the Bellabeautébar palette because maybe I just have a type. I really like these orangey purpley shades. Okay, let's see. Yes. That's the same. But you can see, do you see what I'm talking about? This Bellabeautébar one has more shimmer to it. And this one's a little bit less like, and they're both obviously shimmery, both beautiful, but like, I don't know what it is. This one has just a little bit more shine to it. But this one, like they have they're both amazing in their own ways. Like this, the more shine to it means it actually will crease more likely. So this actually is better to stay longer. There's good and bad with every shade, obviously. So anyways, Bianca, stay on topic, stay on track. I think it was kind of trying to be after like reminiscent of the Wednesday, because she went to Nevermore Academy. Okay, I know I say I don't watch scary things. That is like the scariest thing I watch. And actually this, I don't want to try to give anything away, but there was something this season that was kind of scary and a little bit yucky that wasn't in the last season that I was like, I didn't like it. But anywho, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Probably one of the best palettes they've come out with in a long time. I know I just did a review on the winter, the Mostly Merry one, and that one is also stunning, but that one isn't as many shades. This one is more shades. They're all really pretty. I like them a lot. Then I got the Mocha Moment, 40% off. And this one I kind of contemplated not getting because I have a love-hate with more neutral eyeshadow. I don't wear it very often. And when I do, it's more around wintertime because I'll throw on like a red lip. And so I was like, Bianca, do you need another neutral palette? Yes. And do you know why? Because indie brands don't do neutral palettes very often. And when they do, they are special. So because they can do those special shades, they can do how like special are these glimmery shades in here. Look at that one. That's like tie-dye or something. So you can get a neutral palette from the drugstore. You can get a neutral palette from Sephora and Ulta. So when those duochrome, multichromes from indie brands make a special neutral palette, it is something special. I just said it. Okay, so anyways, I really like to have indie neutral palette. So glad to have it. And it has a pop of green. Fun. Next, I got stuff from Menagerie Cosmetics. Menagerie Cosmetics is where I get most of my like fun lipstick shades. Yes, I've gotten them in random places. I have some from Unearthly. I have some from, I think mostly Unearthly and Menagerie are the majority of them. I have some, KVD I have some from as well. Menagerie has just the most unique colors. And usually they had a 20% off sale during Black Friday, which is better than nothing, but is not great. This year they had 35% off. So I bought more than I usually do because I was so excited. Okay, I already before this purchase had 2 Menagerie Cosmetics palettes and then a bunch of lipsticks. So I bought 2 more palettes and some more lipsticks. 2 more palettes. I do really like their palettes. They're really, what I was saying, you know, they have the multi-chromes, the duochromes, and they also have some really good, just really pretty shimmers. And I believe most of it, like menagerie means like a group of animals, I believe. I Googled it a while ago. I don't remember exactly, but most of their palettes are like animal themed, or all of them are animal themed. And I believe that their palettes, like the purchases, go towards helping animals. So anyways, this is the Killer Purr palette. I believe this one was revamped. I obviously don't have the revamped one, but I actually am really digging more mattes than I used to. In the past, I used to just be like shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. And I don't know, something about a matte. And that color, look at that. Whew, look at that. So I'm really excited about this. The Feral palette. They're so substantial. Like this is weighty. Okay. There's like a wolf on there. Look at that. It's not like a crown and some fairies. So pretty. Stunning. Stunning. And like, I like that it's matte heavy. Anyways, just beautiful. Beautiful, substantial, like really well-made palette here. Okay, now let's talk about the lipsticks. The lipsticks can they can stack to look like this, but I got another one and this one's a panda. So they don't, I'm kind of frustrated because if you had all 4, it would make a picture. The whole entire picture. But I only got 3. Bianca, it's fine. Okay, so these are the ones I have never gotten these before. These are the liquid toppers. So we're gonna do some experimenting. So I got another of the liquid lipsticks. This is in Maribel, and I don't have this one. Obviously, I made sure to not buy any repeats because that would be silly. We have Maribel. Look at that perfect purple right there. Their liquid lipsticks are so nice because they are not 100% transfer proof, so they aren't super drying, but they are matte and they're kind of transfer proof. I don't know if that made any sense, but like they're transfer proof enough that they don't get everywhere, but they're also comfortable enough that you don't feel like your lips are the Sahara Desert. Then I got these toppers because I've seen people using them. I never got them before because I wasn't really interested in them. I was like, oh no, I don't need shiny lips. And then Unearthly came out with those like shiny shades, and I've been using them this year, and I'm like, stunning, stunning. So yeah, I got the topper. Okay, so let's play this game. Let's put this on just normal. So there it is. It doesn't have a lot of like pigment. Like you can see it's flashing, but it's not doing like a lot. You're not seeing a lot. But then you put it on, it's a topper. Bianca, can you show that? Actually show people what they want to see. Look. Yes, and then why don't we, okay, my lipstick has seen better days. I've been talking for like an hour. Okay, I think it looks better on the purple than the red. Gorgeous. Look at that. Stunning. So really excited to have those. So that one was in Adelie. Then we got Ammonite. And okay, so these lipsticks are all kind of, they're a little up there, a little pricey. So getting them 30%, 35% off was obviously very helpful. And I try to, like every time there's a sale, just buy a couple so that I eventually build up my collection without spending $1 million. Now I have 3 of these toppers, and then maybe next Black Friday, I'll buy another 3. And so I can get some more toppers. So this one is in Ammonite. It's a blue. Okay, where am I going to put this? I'm running out of room. It has a little bit of a blue tint to it. I did try, like I was looking at the swatches online, so I tried to buy ones that were not the same. Like I tried to buy 3 that were different enough. Like the first one was kind of white with, you know, iridescent, and then blue with iridescent, and then this one is purpley with iridescent. So purple and blue are kind of similar, but it is kind of a blue. Oh my gosh, they look similar. This one, where I'm seeing it, is blue-green, and this one is purple. And look at it on the wand, it's purple right there. I just thought they would be fun. I love to play with lipstick, so I thought it would be fun to have. Look what I just found in my collection of, I was just organizing, and this was a free gift from Bellabeautébar. Beautébar. What is wrong with me? Anyways, it is a single shadow. There's nothing wrong with a single shadow. It's just, I was mentioning it because it's common that they give you a single shadow. So it's a common thing, okay? Cool, 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 cool. This is from KVD. They had 25% off, but if you spent, I couldn't find the email or the Instagram about this one. I just know it's 25% off because these were 25% off. Like I could find the original price and then when I spent. So it was an extra 30% off if you spend a certain amount. Anyways, I love these eyeshadows from KVD. These specifically, these long wear eyeshadows. And I have 2 of them. And they're hard to come by. I think Sephora sells like 1 shade. Ulta sells like, or something. Either Ulta or Sephora, one of them only sells 1 shade. And then the other one sells like 3 shades, but they're only like the neutral colors. And so neither of them sell these colors. I love me a colorful shade. So the only way to get these were on KVD's website. So this is Green Flash, which, hello, perfect for Christmas time. If I have any room on my hand, which I don't. Let's see, right here. I love it. They're a little bit like cooling. It's so odd feeling. Okay, I feel like that one kind of has a little bit of a black base. Really quite pretty. All right, then I only got the 2 things, so I didn't spend $150. And I thought about it, which because the shopaholic in me, I was like, oh, I could spend $150 and get 30% off. You know, KVD isn't my favorite brand, and they don't have tons of things that I want. Like their concealer and foundation is like really high coverage, and I don't really like that. So anyways, I wanted these, and they didn't have any eyeshadow palettes. So I just got these. Okay, this one is in Heat Burst. Oh, you know how I was talking about how I love a red. Oh, they're so cooling. It's so interesting. Okay, stunning. Okay, only 25% off, but I couldn't find these anywhere else. So I'm glad to have them, even if they were only 25% off. Okay, the next one. This is probably the weirdest thing. If you guessed right now what this next brand is, I don't think you would guess this brand because it's kind of weird. JLO. JLO Beauty. Okay, this is the Beso Balm, and I got 3 of them. Okay, I have a whole story, okay? So, I have dry skin, extremely dry skin. So much so that like I will put on a lip mask before bed and I wake up and my lips are cracking. And like, if I don't do a lip mask, they're bleeding. There was the Milk Makeup Melatonin Lip Mask that I would wake up and my lips were still moisturized. It was a revelation. I was like, what? It was the only lip mask that I had ever found that could do that. They discontinued it. I had been trying to find it, and there was one like on eBay, but I didn't trust it. And anyways, so I've been trying to buy lip masks all over the place to find one that was just as good. And I have purchased so many lip masks to try to find one just as good as that Milk Makeup one. And like, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, there's some really expensive ones that are not even that great. So oddly, I got this Beso Balm in my Ipsy. And I was like, okay, great, thank you. I guess I like a lip mask. Fantastic. Used it. Amazing. I wake up with moisturized lips. That's it. That's all I got for you. And it's kind of pricey. She doesn't sell just one. She sells a pack of 3 for $51. Which I guess for 3 of them, if you break that down, it's like less than $20 a lip mask, which is not that bad considering how amazing it is. But you have to buy 3. And I was like, I don't want to spend $51 on a lip mask. 3 lip masks. And so I've been waiting for a sale, and like she always does, like, because I'm signed up to her email, and she would always like during the summer be like 25% off. But it was like a pack that she had. She had like a glow, like looked like JLO pack, and it has like almost everything from her brand. It's almost like a starter pack from her brand. And it does have the lip balm in it, but it's like $69 or something. And I guess if you bought all of that like by itself, you are saving 25% off. So it is a good deal, but I don't want all of that stuff. I wanted the balm. And so then, you're welcome for the story. The 3 of them were never 25% off. They were, you know, I think you could get 10% off if you used like a code or something. But I was like, I want more than that. Cyber Monday happened. 30% off. I got all 3 for around $30 some, like with shipping and tax. So I got them for around $10-ish. Yeah. Yeah. I really like this mask. It's weird, but I like it. Last but not least, I know this has been a long video. I know that I bought a lot of stuff. Oden's Eye. I bought a lot from Oden's Eye. Oden's Eye was 30% off. And some of the things I got in here was like, so 30, 40, and 50% off the things I got in here. I really haven't bought anything from Oden's Eye all year. I did pick up the Morgan Turner palette in February. I kind of felt FOMO on that one. Like, I watched Morgan Turner and she kept being like, oh, it's sold out. It's sold out again. You got to get it. And yeah, I talked myself into that one and I got it. Like, I think I used a code, so I only got 10% off. And it's a pretty palette, but I could have gotten it during Black Friday and gotten it for like 30 to 40% off. Anywho, so what's nice about Oden's Eye is that they do have, like, you can stack a code. Not all of Black Friday brands will do that, but Oden's Eye will. Like, they already take the percentage off. So then you put it on a code and it'll make it even, you know, 30% off plus that 10% code, which is really nice. It helps out a lot. With Oden's Eye, I really hadn't bought anything except for that one palette all year. So I was really excited to purchase from Oden's Eye. I like Oden's Eye. I didn't buy the Christmas palettes last year, so I was excited. I was like, I'm gonna get the Christmas palettes this year. They came out with like that seasonal collection, the spring, summer, fall, winter palette collection. The Christmas palettes sold out. I'm not that upset about it because honestly, they were kind of their ugliest Christmas palettes. They weren't ugly, okay? But compared to the other ones, they were, I guess, you know, coming up with 6 Christmas palettes, you run out of ideas. The first 2 were the best. The second 2 were good. The third 2 were not as good. So I did want them. There was one that was like Rosy Jingle that was, you know, red. Like red. Sold out. I still bought a lot from them though because I got, what did I put here? I got 30% off eyeshadow, 50% off eyeliner, and 40% off of a highlighter. So pretty good. I got the Stone and Rock palette. I've always wanted the Jewels and Gems palette. It's on my list, my wish list, and I wanted that. Sold out. It's been sold out forever. I don't know if they're ever gonna restock. So this palette, dude, I get tired of talking about it. Like, I get tired of hearing myself talk about how I used to not like green, and now I do. I used to think this palette was ugly. Now I think it's pretty. I like that they have the mixture of the cool tone greens with the you know, yellow tone greens. It's beautiful. I'm glad to have it. It was 30% off. That didn't sound enthusiastic. I was frustrated with myself. Okay, so then I got the whole like spring, summer, winter, fall collection. It was in a bundle, and then it was like even more off of that. So it was a good deal. And if you know anything about me, you've been watching my channel, I love seasons. I love holidays. I love to match my makeup to the season, to the holiday. And so this is right up my alley. And I think they were more than 30% off because they were in the bundle. So we have autumn. They're not in any order because they're just in the stack. So pretty, so pretty. We have spring. Beautiful. I love that pop of purple right there. Summer, my favorite season. Beautiful. Look at that one. Wow. It's prettier in person than it's coming off. Huh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Huh. That one isn't swatching as well as I thought it would. Okay, I didn't really dig into it. So let's, there we, sorry, I didn't give that one the justice it deserved. That's the justice it deserves right there. Okay, summer, winter, my least favorite season, but maybe my favorite of the palettes. I don't know, that summer one was really pretty. Purple. It's so pretty. Some highlighters. All of these were on my wish list. I have a wish list in like a Google Doc, and I keep track of these things so that when the sale comes, I don't have to then keep track of it again. So I don't know. I'm a ridiculously organized, or I try to be organized person. Okay, so this one, I really like the Oden's Eye highlighters, so I was excited to pick up some for 40% off, which made them a ridiculously good price, by the way. So Star Legend. Ooh, pretty. I got Dim Glow. They're all prettier in person, by the way, than what you're seeing. I got another one, last one, Moon Tears. Okay, that's probably the prettiest name. It kind of sounds sad, but it also sounds like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I like the moon, but it sounds pretty. So, wow, really pretty. Then, what I was probably the most excited about, you might know that I love eyeliner. I've gotten a lot of it in this video. Plus, I love to put it in my waterline. Oh no, here's a brush. It came with free gifts. I got 2 brushes. Free gifts. These were like $2. I can't remember how much they were. But they were, what did I say? They were 50% off. Each of these were such a good price. And you know, it did add up because I got 8, 9 of them. So 9 times, like, let's say $3 ends up being like 27, right? I love eyeliners. I love putting it in my waterline. Plus, orange. Okay, I have talked about on this channel that I've always wanted an orange waterline, specifically for Halloween time. Then I bought the KVD orange eyeliner because I wanted it to get an orange eyeliner. And I got it during like the 21 Days of Beauty sale, so it was half off, and I was thrilled. It was dry. It was completely dry. It wouldn't ride at all. I took it back to Ulta because it was completely 100% dry. So I was like, lame. They were like, do you want to exchange it? And I was like, then will the next one not be dry? So I just took it back, you know? Orange. I finally have an orange. I was gonna say, I don't know why orange eyeliner is so rare, but I think it's because I guess not a lot of people are putting orange eyeliner on, but I am. That was it. Yeah, that was a lot. I look forward to Black Friday all year. I also kind of dread it because I know that it is a temptation for me, and I know that like it isn't just one day. It isn't just Black Friday. It is the entire month of November. It is the entire month before Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. Like it just goes and it goes and it goes, and the temptation is real. I think what I'm going to do, as I said before, is I am going to do a no buy next year, except for the month of November, so that when I do buy things for November, I can still look forward to it. And I will look forward to it so much because I won't be buying. And then I won't feel guilty about all that I buy. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I got some good stuff? What do you think about the no buy? Do you think it'll tank my channel because I'm doing a no buy? So what am I gonna review if I don't have anything to buy? Did you get anything for Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Are you as tempted by all of the deals and emails? Okay, I say that it's good to sign up for the emails, but it's also terrible because they send me all the emails. Okay, so, yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for all of this. I love to get makeup on sale. If you made it this far in the video, which I'm sure this video is forever long because this is what I do, why don't you drop a turkey emoji? I know that's really weird, but like, this is a Black Friday, so like the day after Thanksgiving, and like that is all about like Turkey Day, right? The day after Turkey Day. And I don't know, I like to do weird emojis, so, and I know there is a turkey emoji because I used it a lot. So why don't you drop a turkey emoji for, I know it is definitely Christmas time, but that's what'll make it fun. That I'm having you do a turkey emoji in Christmas time. All right, if you watch to the end, put in a turkey emoji to show me that you watched to the end, because then I can say thank you for watching to the end to help me with the algorithm. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. If you want to see more from me, why don't you subscribe to this channel? And you can follow me on Instagram. I think I do some fun looks on there. It's also BIANCASKOGENBEAUTY. And if you want to be notified of my videos, push the bell. If you want to hype the video, that'd be great. I'm not 100% sure what it does, but I think it helps with the algorithm, you know, it helps somehow. So if you want to hype it, that'd be great. It does things. You get 3 hypes a week, and you can do it on your tablet or your phone. And most importantly, be nice to yourself, because you are amazing. You are amazing. Have a great day. Bye.